What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you've been saving up your costume keys for the costume summon, because we got new toons. We got 6 brand new toons in the portal, and they're just coming thick and fast every single time the portal opens, and very, very tempting as well to be dropping your costume keys without saving up until they get all the toons released. I don't think it's worth it. So we're going to have a look at the new toon heroes that we've got today. We've got 2 new 5 stars, 2 4 stars, and 2 3 stars. So let's start off with Lianna. Now, Lianna was always an awesome sniper, just from release, one of the hardest hitting snipers in the game. And she probably fell off quite a bit, to be honest. Just her damage wasn't quite as good. The stats were getting very dated, but no more, because we've now got the Toon costume. And the Toon costumes buffing the stats has been increased just very recently in the February balance update. So you're now going to get an attack bonus of 40%, defense of 40%, health of 65%, and that mana bonus staying at 5%. So if you're looking at the stats without the max power preview, it's over 1,000 team power for the Toon heroes. Easily over 1,000, so 1,053, and it makes them very survivable. What also helps them with that is the the passive that they get, which is the 75% chance to resist all status ailments, mana reductions, and buff dispels. And that can be very frustrating when you're going up against these Toon heroes. So, in terms of her special, Lianna is pretty much exactly the same as we knew her before. She's just a hard-hitting sniper, but she's now a bit more relevant in terms of the meta today. She's got a hit of now 592% damage against the target, instead of what was a measly looking compared to that 512% damage. So with that increased attack stat, she is going to be able to do some pretty serious damage, especially against ice heroes, because she gets that little extra benefit of dealing extra damage against ice. So I do like Lianna's Toon costume, because she's a hard-hitting sniper running at fast speed, but she is very one-dimensional. That is all she does. She is just a damage dealer. It's worth mentioning her class as well. The Ranger class gives her that chance to bypass, and it's a superior pierce with her, so it's a 60% chance to bypass defensive buffs. And that includes counterattacks, but beware, if it doesn't bypass the counter attack, she's probably going to be killing herself pretty quickly. The effect triggers bleed damage, 393 bleed damage over 3 turns. So the fact that she gets that really is good, but she is just a single target hero. I don't really think there's a great amount of usability for the other costumes, except for this one maybe, where the target gets silenced. So it makes her quite a good control hero if you use her in this version of her costume. So yeah, Lianna is a good hero. She's always going to be a good hero, just a straightforward sniper. And if you need her, that's what she's good for. Now, moving on to Mr. Angry looking Joon. he really looks just like a really upset little baby, which is really weird, because I don't think he doesn't look upset there. He just looks like stern. And in the other versions of his costume as well, he just looks like he's pretty stern, and he's ready to get down, he's ready to do some damage, etc. But this one it makes me laugh every time I open up the cards. So that's very interesting. Again, he benefits from the same costume bonuses. He is of the monk class, so with his talent, he will get the superior withstand, which is giving him a 50% chance to resist negative status effects. If the effects triggered, the hero attacks with 100% damage. I would say that effect is not as relevant, because he already gets that extra chance to resist all status ailments, mana reductions, and buff dispels. So it's just kind of layering one thing on top of another, which doesn't really do him any favors. Now, let's just have a look here. They've increased the damage from 468% all the way up to 548% damage to the target. The target still gets the same. No, they get a decreased accuracy of 35%, for 6 turns compared to the 40%. I do really like using Joon actually against the Dark Titans, because I just, he doesn't waste any extra materials. He gives the negative, he gives the blind for 6 turns, and it means that at least I know like 1 in every 2 hits is not going to hit from the Titan. So yeah, he's pretty good. But yeah, he is limited. Again, he's just a single target sniper, and then he deals extra damage against Dark Heroes, which is the opposite element, so that makes sense. And the same ether talent with the dodge ether talent. I would say I do like him, but I would definitely use him in this format with the attack increases for a fair few reasons. The ailment immunity ether talent is one of the best in my humble opinion, and then he deals damage to the target and to nearby enemies. And he deals burn damage over 3 turns, and the target and nearby get decreased accuracy for 3 turns as well. So as a pairing, as a hit 3, he's pretty damn good. Now, moving on, we'll have a look at the 4 stars. I mean, so far, I'm not seeing anything like extreme as to a reason why you would want either of those two over any of the others that have been released, except the fact that they're running at fast speed. And if it was down to me, I would rather have Costume Joon or Toon Joon, that's funny, rather than Lianna. Now, this costume, this Toon, is just an awesome one to get. I think there's going to be a lot of people chasing the Toon costume for LiXiu in the portal, not just because of the awesome passive and not just because of the increase in stats, but because of this costume right here, where she deals damage to the target and nearby and silences the target and nearby for 3 turns. She's just such a usable hero in this format and a fantastic addition to your roster. And she benefits from the damage reduction ether talent as well. So, I mean, enough said. She did have a drop in stats because they were introducing the Toon. But I think if you do manage to grab the Toon, she's going to go right back up to being super relevant again. And with the limit breaks and emblems, we're going to be looking at 1014 team power. This version I would use in tournaments. I think that mana cut of 16% now, it was 20% in the other version, is pretty good, and it does impact the whole of the enemy team, and it makes it harder for them to recharge on offense. And then she deals 180% damage to all enemies instead of 150. With the higher stats, that's probably going to make a difference, and the extra damage against Dark is probably going to make a difference. But I think for the most part, people who are going to be looking for her are going to be looking for her because of the increased stats for this costume. And that is LiXiu. Oh yeah, and the talent for this one, the Superior Jinx with a 50% chance to dispel active buffs from the target before the damage is dealt, that is second to none. Just a great hero because she dispels with that as well. So yeah, Toon costume for LiXiu is going to be one to hunt for. Sorry guys, I might as well just go out and back in so that I can get to the place I want to be at. Kiril, my man Kiril, is an absolutely awesome hero. He gets the best of all different worlds with his skills. The attack and defense up, and the attack and defense down, and then the boosted health and the negative attack. Like, he's just a great all-rounder, great healer, and with the introduction of this costume, he's going to be that much beefier, so I definitely like this. Same family bonus, same passive. In terms of the talent class, he does also get the Superior Jinx, so he gets that chance to dispel with tiles, as we've just been over, and he benefits from the defense up ether talent, which is one of my favorite ether talents because it makes him that much more survivable at the beginning of a battle, and really a great healer still. So let's have a look if there's any differences, significant differences in terms of the special. So his health increase for all allies, or health recovery for all allies, has gone from 28 up to 31%. And then the attack increase has gone up to, or down to 26%. And then the defense increase has gone down to 26%, but this bit makes it really, really relevant. So the status effect is undispellable and lasts 2 turns longer on ice characters. So really, if you're putting him as part of an attacking team with other ice characters on the team, instead of getting a 3-turn attack increase, he's going to be getting a 5-turn attack increase. And I said that this was super relevant with costume Brienne, and it definitely is, because hers is extended as well. So I really like that. Probably like that better than the extra damage against the weaker element for the damage dealers. So fantastic special, excellent hero, and just still a great healer. I think probably most people will still be using him in this version, just for the boosted health, but yeah, he can work in that one as well, and that extra chance to resist ailments, mana reductions and buff dispels is probably better for a healing hero as well. So I would definitely use him in that class. Did he have a scar? Yeah. Oh, I never even noticed that before. His scar's a bit more prominent there. I actually like this one. It's pretty cool. Right, moving on. We've got another, let's see, 3 stars. Prisca. What a terrible hero. Just never ever used her for anything. I can't hardly even remember what she does. So let's look at the original costume. It was 235% damage to the target and heals the caster for 50% of the damage dealt. Just a single target hit at average speed, which heals her for a little bit. Just not great at all. This one's now 265% damage to the target, heals the caster for 45% damage of the damage dealt, and deals extra damage against Holy. Nah, I'm not sold on this hero. I just don't think she's good at all. I'm not going to waste any more time on Prisca. And the other 3-star that we've got is Kailani. So Kailani has what they've now called Soul Connection, which was just shared damage. So it's for all allies. They become soul connected for 5 turns. She is running at slow speed. And for all holy characters, the status effect becomes undispellable and lasts 2 turns longer. She increases defense for the 5 turns. And again, for holy characters, the status effect becomes undispellable and lasts 2 turns longer. So she's just a support hero. It's kind of a pity she doesn't work like Gunnar does. I'm still waiting for the Toon costume for Gunnar, because he's going to be just awesome. He's usable in tournaments and just a fantastic hero, because he gives that defense down to all of the enemies, and he gives them shared damage as well. She is not to be confused with Gunnar in that she only gives that soul connect to the allies, and not the enemies. So it's just a way to keep your team alive a little bit longer. And unfortunately, I'm going to say she's not the greatest Toon costume that we've had out either. So in summary, in this portal, I would say I like Kiril a lot, and I like LiXiu a lot. I mean, the stat boost for Joon and Lianna, if you've already got a copy of them leveled, will be great. And I did do a few pulls in this summon as well, just a couple, literally about, well, say couple, like 7 pulls, including my token pulls. And I was lucky enough to grab Leonidas, and I was already busy leveling him. So yeah, that is just awesome. I'm stoked on Leonidas's Toon costume. You can see I've put my Toons all together, so I've fully maxed Magni, and I've also lucky enough to have grabbed Cademan, who's an excellent hero, and then I've got Vivica and Costume Brienne's coming along nicely. So yeah, good luck if you are dropping some pulls in this summon. Some pulls in this portal. I wish you guys all of the best of luck with your summons. Hopefully you do manage to grab the Toon heroes that you want, boost up your stats, beef up your heroes, and please do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel, and also leave me a comment and let me know what you think of these new Toon costumes. So that is it for now, guys. I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Bye for now.